Okay, so let's look at the Laplace transforms for some derivatives. I'm going to do the first three in this video. So I'm going to do f prime t, f double prime, f triple prime of t. So let's start. This is our definition here of the Laplace transform, and this is integration by parts. So let's do the Laplace transform of the first derivative. So let's just apply the formula, or apply the definition if you like. So it's going to be the integral from 0 to infinity of e to the power of minus st times our function, which is f prime of t, and this is respect to t. So let's apply integration by parts. So we have to let u equal to e to the power of minus st. So du dt is equal to minus se to the power of minus st. That's because e to the power of anything is just going to be that there, e to the power of the anything if you like. But because it's not t here, it's a function of t, we've got to differentiate this as well. So that'll just give us minus s. So du then is equal to minus s e to the power of minus st dt. So we're also going to let dv equal to our function here, f prime of t. So integrate both sides. If you integrate dv, you'll get v. Integrate this function here, you'll just get your original function, f of t. So let's apply these to the integration by parts equation. So our integral from 0 to infinity of e to the power of minus st f prime of t dt is equal to u times v. Well, u is e to the power of minus st, v is our function f of t, minus the integral of v, which is f of t, times du, which is minus se to the power of minus st dt. Okay, so let's just simplify this a little bit. This is going to be equal to, let's see, e to the power of minus st times our function. Can't do anything much with that. We have a minus here and a minus here, so that's just going to be plus. We do have a constant here, s, so I'm going to bring that outside the integral. And then we have e to the power of minus st times f of t dt. Okay, so at this stage I should really look at putting in the limits. So let's do that. Let's see, we have 0 to infinity here, and we have 0 to infinity here. Okay, let's do this part here first. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in infinity here, or find the limit of this function here as t tends towards infinity. And again, e to the power minus t is 1 over e to the power plus st. The limit of 1 over e to the power of st as t goes to infinity is just going to be 0. So this will tend towards 0 quicker actually than f of t is going to grow. So this entire part here will just go to 0. So that's 0. Now if we put in 0 here, we'll get e to the power of 0, which is 1. So that will just become 1. And this will be just, we don't know what the function is, so it's just going to be f of 0. So 1 times f of 0 is just f of 0. Okay, so that's that part done. Let's do this part here again. Okay, so we will have s here anyway. And then if you look at this part of our answer here, we just see that we've got the integral from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st of this function here. So that's just the Laplace transform of this function. So really it's just s times the Laplace transform of f of t. Now that's all just equal to, we can just put the s times the Laplace transform of f of t. So that's the first part of our answer. And then we've got this minus here, minus f of 0. So this is really it, the Laplace transform of f prime t is equal to s times the Laplace transform of f of t minus f of 0. So that's our first derivative done. Okay, so let's look at the second derivative then. And really all we're going to do is we're going to use this to work out our second derivative Laplace transform. So we want the Laplace transform of f double prime t. Okay, so you can see here that if we have f prime t here, we've got f of t here, and we have f of 0 here. So if we want f double prime here, we're going to end up with f prime here and f prime here. So let's just do that. We've got s times the Laplace transform of f prime t minus f prime 0. So that's just s times the Laplace transform of f prime. Well, that's just all of this here. So let's put that in. So we've got s times the Laplace transform of f of t minus f of 0 minus f prime 0. So when we multiply that out, then we will get s squared times the Laplace transform of ft minus s times f of 0 minus f prime 0. So this is the Laplace transform of the second derivative then. So this is the Laplace transform of f double prime t. Okay, so let's do one more. So I'm going to do f triple prime, the third derivative of the function f of t. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this up here again. So we want the Laplace transform of f triple prime t. So that's going to be equal to, so I'm putting in 3 primes here if you like. So that means there will be 2 primes here. So it's going to be s times the Laplace transform of f double prime t minus, and again this will be 2 primes as well, so f double prime 0. Okay, so let's just do this here. So that's equal to s times the Laplace transform of f double prime t. So that's what we've just done here. So let's put that in. So it's s times s squared times the Laplace transform of f of t minus s f of 0 minus f prime of 0, and then this here out at the end minus f double prime 0. So that's equal to, we'll just take away that bracket, s times s squared s cubed times the Laplace transform of f of t minus s squared times f of 0 minus s times f prime 0 minus f double prime 0. So this is the Laplace transform of the third derivative of our function. Okay, so they're the 3 that I'm going to do. Most differential equations will involve 1, 2 or 3 derivatives of a function. So that should cover most differential equations that you're going to have to do. So that's it for all the derivations of transforms, Laplace transforms that I'm going to do. In the next video or 2, I'll do some examples of how you can use all of these Laplace transforms.